Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel. Come back at you, another offering off my sampler platter. Yes, indeed, folks, I play video series videos that we do for the water, where they try food and drink items. I eat stuff, I drink stuff, then, folks, I'm going to talk about stuff. I'm going to let you know all that you need to know about hopefully delicious stuff. That time I'm doing this, folks, I'm not going to lie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Come on, everybody. Come on, let's ride. But we'll get to that. Folks, it's super simple format. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to try out food and or drink items for you. Whilst I'm doing so, I'm going to yammer on about it for a bit. Whilst I'm doing all that, I'm inside my truck. And whilst I'm doing that, I'm wearing a super cool shirt. Folks, I wear super cool shirts. I always like to highlight the super cool shirt. What super cool shirt am I wearing today? Well, folks, it's my brand spanking new, boom, a Killer's Confession shirt, which I've worn in a number of reviews now, and thankfully has not gotten anything on it yet. I like this shirt. Killer's Confession, they are a band that's been around for several years now. The lead singer, probably the most prominent member of note, a guy named Waylon. He previously was one of the lead singers in the band Mushroomhead. Eventually, things kind of fell apart with that, so he moved on. Eventually went over there, started up AKC, Killer's Confession, and he's been trucking along doing it ever since. The other members of the band are fucking fantastic. I've been fortunate enough to meet a number of them over the years, although there's been, certain shifts around and stuff like that. Their bassist, JP, super badass dude, Facebook friend, really nice guy. Extremely nice guy, very cool dude. And Waylon himself, just awesome dude. I've been fortunate enough to have met him in both Mushroomhead and now in AKC. He's just a super cool dude. I got nothing bad to say about the guy. I really like his stuff. I like it so much, I actually have videos of it. I have videos of Mushroomhead. I have videos of AKC. In case you're interested, maybe you just like, food reviews and like some, kind of modern metal stuff. But anyway, what am I trying for you today, folks? Why did I go over there and bust out a little Lou Bega for you? Well, folks, because we're reviewing, boom, Chicken McNuggets. Oh, God. Chicken McNuggets. But not really the Chicken McNuggets, because Chicken McNuggets have been around since before time exists. We're reviewing, boom, their Mambo sauce, which is a limited edition sauce that they're doing. Can we get a thing? Ha 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 ha. Sure, something like that. Yeah, they came out with 2 limited edition sauces. One was the sweet and spicy jam, and the other one is the Mambo sauce. Literally yesterday, I reviewed the sweet and spicy jam. I was intending to review them together, but the McDonald's I went to did not have the Mambo sauce available, so I went to another one that's pretty close by, and they had it available. So, Mambo sauce time. Let's go over there and review some Mambo sauce. First thing we're going to do, we're going to open it up. Second thing we're going to do, we're going to go over there, we're going to try a little bit just by itself. Alright. I mean, it looks like a barbecue sauce. Doesn't smell like a barbecue sauce. It smells like the Arby's sweet heat sauce, which if that's the case, that's pretty interesting because the sweet and spicy jam sauce tasted like the Arby's sweet heat sauce. So, this definitely has a very different consistency, though. The sweet and spicy jam actually had sort of like an almost like grape jelly kind of texture to it. That's pretty much just the fucking sweet heat from Popeyes. Seriously. Wow, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit disappointed in you, McDonald's. Here's my theory. I think they went over there. I think McDonald's, when they wanted to come up with these 2 sauces, they're like, fuck it, man, let's double dip. Let's do a thing here. Pretty sure they made 1 sauce and then just went over there and kind of diverged a little bit, just changed it up a little bit to get 2 sauces. Or conversely, this is the base sauce and the sweet and spicy jam is just added to that. Because this tastes very similar, it's just not quite the same. But let's try it with some chicken. See how it goes. It's thicker, too. Okay, well, it's very similar to the sweet heat sauce from Popeyes. Not identical, but it's definitely very similar. The consistency is definitely different. The sweet heat sauce is much stickier, whereas this is more like a barbecue sauce, but it's a thick barbecue sauce. Like it hangs around after you pull. So and there might be maybe like a little bit of like a tomatoey kind of flavor. Let's do it. No. Get like a proper amount on this one. Because the first hit is definitely sweet heat. It's got a nice sweetness to it. Then you get hit with this nice heat. But there is something else to it too. There's like a little extra depth. So like, compared to the sweet heat sauce, which I love, it's one of the best fucking, like Popeyes could legit sell that stuff just by itself. I would buy it. Compared to the sweet heat sauce from Popeyes, this does not do what that does as well as the sweet heat does. If that makes any sense. Like, it's not as good at being the sweet heat sauce, even though it's very similar, as the sweet heat. However, it does do its own thing a little bit and gives a little something extra. So that's the thing. I think sort of instead of perfecting just the sweet and the heat, they also went over there and gave it this little something extra to work with, which, while it does bring down the performance, again, compared to the sweet heat, it does distinguish it if it's only a little bit. It's very tangy. And it's nice. I mean, I like it. But here's the thing, though. I pointed this out with the sweet and spicy jam, which was very similar to the sweet heat too, but definitely had its own thing going on. With this, problem you run into with McDonald's McNuggets versus like chicken strips from Popeyes with this type of sauce, because again, it's very, very similar to the sweet heat. I cannot emphasize that enough. The problem is that Popeyes, has really strong flavor to it, has a really nice crispness to it. The chicken still shines through, even through the sauce. Whereas the McNuggets don't have enough oomph. They just don't. They just don't have enough to really go over there and really push forward. And the sauce ends up really being the thing that takes it over. But here's the thing. I can even test this theory a little bit because I have extra nuggets, boom, from KFC. I just got through reviewing these, and I even did a comparison against the Chicken McNuggets. That's why I have so many fucking nuggets right now. Let's see if this sauce works with a more premium style nugget. Let's see if my theory is correct. Let's get a good one. Nugget. Let's see if I can still taste the KFC through the sauce. Let's get a little bit more. Try to be fair. Way better. Way better. Way better. Because you're still tasting the chicken, you're still tasting the seasoning. More flavor, even working with the sauce, it ultimately comes out to be a better experience. Yeah, that's where the McNuggets unfortunately fall down. They're just not that flavorful, realistically. Like, they have a McNugget flavor. Nothing else tastes like it. But against premium nuggets, they don't really stand up in the flavor category. They have a great dipability, but... So it's interesting. What to take away from the Mambo sauce? Well, if you watch my my episode on the sweet and spicy jam, it's going to be very similar. like I said, fundamentally, it is very, very similar to the sweet heat sauce, which I can appreciate. More options for sweet heat is good. I like it as a sauce. I think it's perfectly fine. I even like the little extra that they've kind of went with. I don't like it as much as I like the sweet heat. I think Popeye's perfected that. I do like it more, I think, than the sweet and spicy jam, just because I think the flavors work better here with the chicken, whereas the sweet and spicy jam, it was more unique for sure, but it was also more confusing. So I think I like the Mambo sauce better than the sweet and spicy jam, but not as much as the sweet heat from Popeyes. It works, but it's kind of wasted on McDonald's. That's the thing. And if I'm going to Popeyes, I'm just going to get the sweet heat sauce there. So it's like, two questions have to be asked. Would I get it again? Would I recommend it? Sure and sure. I mean, the thing is, it's not a bad sauce. And while I don't think it pairs particularly well with the chicken McNugget, it's not, it's tasty, and it's like, it's something that I could maybe go over there and grab. I mean, again, it's only limited time, but I could tag in on it every now and again, even though I think realistically I would be more likely to go with Popeyes and the sweet heat. But, and as for trying it, I mean, try it. While it's available, you might as well. Between this, here's my thing. If you're going to try it, if you've never had Popeyes sweet heat, try it. Try it against it. I think that is what people need to do. Because McDonald's, whenever they do anything, it's a little bit of a, thing. Whereas with Popeyes, they're a little bit more low-key. Not saying they're completely low-key, but they're a little bit more low-key. And I feel like the sweet heat sauce has been around long enough. It doesn't really get the publicity it deserves, even though it's a really good sauce. Try it and compare. I'd be interested to see what you have to say. But anyway, 5 things before I get out of here. Have yourself a great rest of your day, spectacular rest of the week, monumental rest of the month, stupendous rest of your folks. You go over there, have yourselves a truly sweet heat-tastic rest of your life, because you cannot beat the OG. You just can't. You can try, you will fail. It is what it is. I have so many McNuggets. So many nuggets. Final 2 things. Number 1, try to bring some positivity in the world. It's not always possible. It is, however, always appreciated. But what do you do if you can't do it all the time? I know I can't do it all the time. Here's what you're going to do, folks. You're going to try not to be an asshole. Folks, it's not always the easiest thing in the world to not be an asshole. Trust me, I know it. I live it. I'm out there with you in it. It's rough, man. Even when we got McNuggets and nuggets of all kinds of varieties, they're just nuggets left, right, coming out of every orifice and then being put back into certain ones. It's important when we run into situations in our life that are stressful, frustrating, etc. Take a step back, try to mitigate the level of assholishness in our lives, hopefully do better for ourselves and for those around us. Very final thing, folks, do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, that's what I want you to go out and do. Folks, here's what I want you to go out and do. Do not go over there and buy all the nuggets in the world and end up going blind because of nugget blindness. Don't do it! Okay, I know it's a thing and there's a meme and everything, but don't press your luck. You do not want to be, yes, you'll get a little bit of, celebrity, kind of, but not in a good way. Take it from me. Back when I was a spry young man of, we'll say, I don't know, like 19 or 20, some shit like that. Maybe 21, somewhere around there. I went over there, I got a nickname in the hospital. Know what it was? The Campbell's Soup Kid. You know why? Because I went over there and I split open my thumb with the can of Campbell's Soup. Look, you can still kind of see the scar. It's still there. I had to get 5 fucking stitches to get that thing. It cost $1,000. Some horseshit. $200 per stitch. Horseshit. And it got infected anyway. You don't want to have a nickname in the hospital. It's not a great time. Literally, people were walking past my room just like, that's the Campbell's Soup Kid. And I'm like, motherfucker! I can't be the only person in the world who's gone over there and split open a finger because of a sharp freaking can of soup. Bye.